Would I rather be a fish in a fishbowl or one of many fish in the sea? I think I'm both, so I'm not sure that I need to really answer that. The reason I began to think about this is that recently I took an old shower curtain and put it over my windows in one of my rooms, and that's because it's an old building, and the windows were drafty, and there was wind coming through, bringing pollen and dust and everything else, and I didn't want that. So I went ahead and put my shower curtain over the window, and the shower curtain was appropriate for a shower in that it had goldfish all over it. So now, if you walk into my bedroom, you see a bed with a French bedspread, but you also see a window covered with fish just swimming around there. And it's not something I had anticipated doing, but it worked. It helped with the dust, and the fish are kind of whimsical, I suppose, and that's the way that it is. And so I'm wondering, have I created a fish bowl in which I live in some ways? I once had a betta fish in a fish bowl, but I tell you what, that was a very emotional fish. He came and watched me eat. So I'd sit down to eat, and then the fish bowl was near there, so he stayed there. And when it was time for him to go to sleep, I tell you what, he went to sleep, and you could not wake that fish up. He would have survived no time at all in the wild. He was just a fish in a fish bowl, and when I did move, he didn't like that. He was not open to change at all. So if we live in our fishbowl, is our world so seemingly huge to us? Do we even really look outside the bowl? Is the bowl enough? How is it different than being one of many, many fish in the sea? If we're in the sea, we don't even see, no pun intended, we don't even recognize the beaches. Probably we might not ever see them. They were out in this vast expanse without any kind of boundaries or definition, and all we see are other creatures who look like us, or perhaps want to eat creatures who look like us. So I'm not sure about this fishbowl thing. I think we now live electronically in a fishbowl, and that seems to be something we want to do, whereas in the past, living in a fishbowl was considered something we didn't want to do. So times are changing. Times are changing. So I think we're no longer too many fish in the sea, but we're one special fish in one special fish bowl, and that's good enough for us. But for now, I'm just a person living with a whole bunch of fish in my bedroom. They're swimming along, going nowhere at all, because they're basically plastic fish looking for a shower because they're a shower curtain. They're maroon. There's no water here.